Masterclass, indeed, from one of the greatest that's there. Virat Kohli, he had said that he wants to take the Adelaide pitch home. There is a reason. 64 from Virat Kohli and KL Rahul's 50. We'll come to that KL Rahul knock later, but firstly, we are joined by Pragyan Ojha. Thanks so much, Pragyan, for taking time out from your very, very busy schedule. And we have a new family member in the Sports Today team.
A debut is being made today.
Debut, and what a time to make a debut. Harshad, welcome.
Adelaide's a good venue, right? Anyway, people
To make a debut, sure.
Very good. And if you're a Virat Kohli fan, I mean, insane exhibition from Virat Kohli. I mean, what is it about Adelaide that brings out the best in him? I mean, Pragyan, do you remember of any batsman or bowler who likes a venue and just says, I'm just going to perform? Like you may have Hyderabad, for example.
There are many such instances where a particular player goes to a particular venue and they have that connection right from the start. Like for me, all my whatever I have achieved, my milestones were in Delhi. Right from my under 19 days.
Yep.
So I always had that connection. Every time I landed in Delhi at Firozshah Kotla, I had that feeling that this is a venue where I will perform. So for I think Virat, that is something.
So was this a case of Virat being in Adelaide, or was this a case of an in-form Virat looking forward to being in Adelaide, or a mixture of both?
Like from a player's point of view, if you see, it doesn't matter if you when you're not in form, you want to go to those venues where you know you have those memories.
So Bangladesh had it coming anyway.
Yeah.
See, it would be unfair because I think they were bowling well, but there are few things that they could have done better.
True.
Right? Because if you see, apart from Virat and Surya, other batsmen
They
were trying to develop something like to establish themselves in this tournament. I'm talking about. Like KL Rahul was trying to find his form. Rohit got a 50, but he hasn't had a start or hasn't performed the way we want him to perform.
Yep.
And then you look at Dinesh Karthik. He's also like finding his form.
Unfortunately, then run out today.
Lot of questions.
Questionable run out. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, but we are also joined by Nikhil from Adelaide. Nikhil, can you hear us?
Not as of
He's
now.
not joined. Okay. Yeah, I mean, 50 from KL Rahul. That set the tone in the power play period onwards.
I think much needed runs for him as well.
Exactly. We just want to talk about Rahul here, and Pragyan, if you could throw some light, how important was this innings for him at this stage of the World Cup? We've seen him struggle. How important knock was this, and how do you analyze his performance?
I think first of all, I wouldn't say that he was struggling.
Yeah.
Because he had got those runs in the warm-up game.
Right.
He was timing the ball well. It was just that somewhere he was trying to find his way mentally. Because with the bat, you could see that flow. As a bowler, if I analyze him, he had that, beautiful. He was timing the ball well. He played those pickup shots. So when you talk about skill and his form, it was there. But mentally, I think he was trying to find himself. This is a very important game for him.
Yeah.
Yep.
And when you talk about World Cup, where it is poised, this is the right time where Rahul is picking up. Because from now on, India would want him to build on this.
Yep. 64 of 44 balls. Okay, we may say that the strike rate is not high, 150, 160. But considering the conditions, and we have seen Virat Kohli play in this particular way. If Surya we saw 13 just with a blink of an eye. Should Indian cricket fans realize that in the case of Virat Kohli, strike rate does not matter as long as he holds the team together and gets them to a good score? Which maybe you're saying, are we 10-15 short? No, I think we are 10-15 over par, I would suppose. On this kind
I
of
think
wicket.
164 is what teams have usually scored at this venue in T20, as that's to say.
Yes. So, are we making too much out of
The strike rate.
I would just keep it as simple as that. If I give you only rice to eat, all the 3 meals, how would that be? And then if I give you...
You're asking a South Indian wrong question.
only rice, I'm talking about. Only rice.
I would love it. But you're asking a South Indian wrong question.
No.
You can ask them.
Yeah. Okay, leave it. Only roti if I give you.
Then.
Then
So if I give you one curry, one dal, one
Variety,
sweet.
yes.
So that's what Virat Kohli adds.
Yep.
It is not about only the strike rate. You have to see the way he's building the
Yes.
team, he's holding the team. And mind you, the way he's rotating, that is very important.
Yeah,
You know, the
yes.
scoreboard, running, even if it's walking also, like if you take singles, I'm talking walking
Yes.
in this format.
Yeah.
So it is very important, somebody who can carry the game along.
Absolutely. In fact,
T20 is not only about those big sixes and boundaries.
exactly. In fact, as Prasad Bhagat is pointing out, is it difficult as an opener so far in this World Cup? Because we've seen everyone, even someone like Josh Butler, who's always disruptive
David
from the
Warner
get-go,
struggling.
David
David
Warner,
Warner struggling.
they're all not able to
Yeah,
get that
absolutely.
acceleration early.
Like today we were having a discussion where Sunny sir was saying that this is not the summer that we know about
Exactly,
Australia.
exactly.
It's been cold, people are wearing jackets. I remember the summer where in Adelaide or in Perth, while walking, you used to see on the roads, they used to have those sunscreen where the
Yes.
board would be written like, use the sunscreen, don't
Burn.
damage your skin.
Yeah.
So this is what we have seen.
So
Australian
ideal
summer.
conditions for the bowlers, you'd say,
Yeah,
and
the ball-
unusual at this point of the
No,
year.
because when the weather is cold and the wicket has something because of the rain, then it helps the bowlers. If
course.
you see the first 3-4 overs, the way Rahul and Rohit were trying to negate, it shows that the ball was doing a bit.
Yes.
Yep.
In fact,
Indeed.
Tuskin early on was getting the ball to
Very
angle
zip,
very
yeah,
nicely. Very,
85
very nicely.
miles
It
per
zipped a
hour.
bit as well.
Getting that bounce. So Shami, Bhuvi and Arshdeep. We have seen Arshdeep getting those power play wickets far often than the other two established players.
Yeah.
So even in the field, did you think that Bangladesh were carrying on Shakib Al Hasan's statement, we are not here to win the World Cup? They dropped catches, although it did not hurt them. But do you think they were a bit laid back when it came to execution, fielding, bowling?
No, initially when they started, it looked like right opposite. And, catches, at times it happens. But, the execution later on.
Yeah.
First, when you divide the game into 3 or 4 parts, first part they were spot on when the ball was moving.
Yep.
But after that, when they had to have some smart field placement,
Correct, yes.
and according to the batsman, if you see 1 over before Surya got out,
Yeah.
he got those 2 boundaries, one over
Yep.
mid-off and 1 over third man.
Third man, yes.
Short third. So you know that someone like Surya Kumar Yadav can play with his wrist.
Yes.
He can turn the blade and then get those boundaries. Why not protect those things where he's strong at?
That was also, but then in the case of Surya, I mean, even if you place about 22 fielders, it doesn't seem to make a difference of
I'm
form
saying,
reason.
see,
Huh.
Surya is having a brilliant time now, but when you talk about the basics, you have to understand that when you're trying to bowl outside off
Yes.
and the ball isn't doing much,
Protect third man,
you would rather
point, cover.
protect your off stump and then let him take chances. Like then the percentage increases when you're trying to play
Indeed.
something which is not in your range.
Yes. So, nothing much to speak about from the Bangladeshi bowlers, unfortunately. Hassan Mahmood again impressed. 3 wickets for 47.
Tuskin. Look at that economy.
Yeah, 3.8. And Shakib Al Hasan yet again 2 for 33. Yes, he may be a very reluctant T20 captain for Bangladesh, but he still continues to deliver the goods. And the rest of the bowling, unfortunately,
And you could
Shariful.
say that, the Indians were careful in terms of playing Shakib. He is their lead man after all. So, look at his numbers for today as well. Just 33 being given. So, that's decent. He's picked up 2 wickets as well.
Mustafiz didn't take a wicket, but he bowled a good 18th over.
Yeah.
He nailed the Yorkers well.
See, that exactly what I am talking about.
Yes.
See, when you see the last column that W is written, when you see that, then you start analyzing a bowler. That is what I'm talking about. R. Ashwin. Even if you give 50 runs, you pick 3 wickets.
wickets.
That makes
It's
a
fine.
difference.
Exactly.
Even though Mustafizur has given 31 runs in 4 overs, bowled economical, bowled those crucial overs, he's not picked wickets.
No wicket.
Again, very quickly, the players, we see them coming back into the field. We're speaking of spinners. R. Ashwin, a key game for him as well. What do you expect from him? Given the surface and given the conditions.
As I said earlier in one of the shows, that he has to think that he's bowling with the red ball. That mindset has to come out because he's there. He's picked ahead of Yuzi Chahal, and that shows that they want him to pick wickets because Yuzi has been doing that in the middle overs.
Correct.
So if you have to settle the debate, you have to start picking wickets or be aggressive, and which he is.
Right.
Because at bowler, when he's been very successful in Test cricket, that means his first instinct is to pick wickets.
Correct.
I don't know why in T20 cricket he's being little defensive. That's what I can analyze because bowling quick, He's not trying to bowl those offies.
Sometimes he'll more often than not be bowling his carom balls.
So that's what I feel like. Ashwin, as one of the modern day greats for Indian cricket, I would want him to go and be aggressive and look to pick wickets.
Yes.
That is him.
Yep.
That is what we know about him.
Do you think this surface is suited to Ashwin, looking at how much you've seen, say, for Shakib?
T20 cricket, the wickets are not going to favor you. That is the reason I say you have to be a little brave. You have to understand why you are in the team. Any player.
Yes.
Like whenever we used to play, we were told that middle overs where we have to pick wickets, like me and Bhajupa for Mumbai Indians. That is how it goes. So you have to understand why you are there in the team.
Correct.
Once you know your role in the team, then you can improvise on it.
Correct. Well, if Ashwin needs resurgence, then there's no better team to do than Bangladesh. He has a superb record against them, especially against their trump card Shakib Al Hasan.
Right.
9 balls dismissed him twice. So Bangladesh need 185, won't be easy. Ball is seaming, swinging, hooping around in this Adelaide deck. Bangladesh is there in Perth, but this is Adelaide under lights. So 185, a win for India.
All of
them takes them, yes. All them take. Because one of the teams, as we said, will get to 6. Pakistan can only get to 6. And then net run rate is behind it.
Pretty poor.
So I would take it a little further when you talk about net run rate. If you have got a big score, try and restrict them with a big margin. So that you're covering the entire
gambit.
Absolutely.
Yes. Absolutely. So
no risk taken.
Yeah, India are favourites looking at the Kohli masterclass that we have had. Yes.
And the score.
Bangladesh generally don't chase well. So that will be it from Sports Today. Join us live for the end of the match. And
lots to discuss, I'm sure, post this match.
And I'll be there with a special Virat Kohli explainer soon. So subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis. We are also on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Thanks to Pragyan yet again.
Pleasure.
And we hope to see him soon. Thank you. Bye-bye. Vanakkam.